Well, Slade. I was wrong. You were probably wrong about this not happening, but it's here. We're here. Nintendo Direct time.
That's right. Today we had the greatest of Nintendo General Directs. Got a lot of things in there, especially something that isn't obvious by this point now. Very close and dear to my heart. So without further ado,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get this underway. Opening the Direct, we had the announcement of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC.
Yeah, we got more info on that. We saw the turtle DLC, as I call it, is taking place on like an island school. That's a little bit interesting. And
Yeah.
we got some more gameplay on that, but to the surprise, I think, of everybody, there is something Pokemon related that we thought was dead.
That's right. Detective
Pikachu.
Pikachu is returns.
Yeah, literally it returned. It's coming out October 6th. Yeah, I thought, because I think it was like years ago when like the 3DS Detective Pikachu was announced that it was like, oh hey, we're going to have one for the Switch. And right as like the Switch is nearing end of life, we get it now. I just find that funny.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like the project was dead for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know whether the movie had it flopped, which I've heard it kind of did flop, but not really, but it sort of did.
It didn't make buku bucks like the Mario movie, that's for sure.
Yeah, god damn, it didn't. It definitely did not make the buku bucks. But yeah, that was the Pokemon news, which I will say, very surprised we got Pokemon news here. I figured we were going to get a Pokemon Presents at some point, but
Well, usually that happens at the end of May or early June due to Pokemon Day.
yeah.
And obviously, they didn't have anything for Pokemon Day this year. So I'm guessing they just felt like they didn't have enough Pokemon news on its own
Yeah.
to warrant its own presentation. So stashing it into a Nintendo Direct and what everyone's speculating, including us here, was a dead Nintendo period. Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah. So we have the only non-first party announcement I'm willing to highlight here. Penny's Big Breakaway, which a fun fact, this is a 3D platformer. It is made by the Sonic Mania developers.
That's right, and
it looks sick, by the way.
For the most part, because like the girl with like this yo-yo that she could ride and fly around.
Yeah,
on,
it's so
cool.
fun. It's so fun. It is available not just on Switch. It's on Xbox, the Xbox Series consoles, the PS5, and Steam, which will be my platform of choice for this game. But early 2024, I'm looking forward to it.
So there are a couple of third-party games I want to highlight before we get to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
The Direct, the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Star Ocean, the second story R, is getting remade and being put on Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
A few years back, they remade the first Star Ocean game.
Yeah.
This seems to be infinitely more ambitious than that remake. They seems to doing a lot of changes to like the combat, the overworld, stuff like that. So it definitely looks like it's going to be a pretty damn good remake. And the other third-party game I want to highlight before we move on is the Metal Gear Solid collection.
Yep, we covered this. Yeah, we covered this before. If you don't know, Metal Gear Solid collection will have MGS 1, 2, 3, and it's going to have, I think, Metal Gear 1 and 2 on NES, and I think a couple other Metal Gear games. Or early Metal Gear games. So it's cool to see that announcement, but let's get into some of the first-party stuff. First up, we have a new WarioWare. More in the style of your traditional WarioWare game with the micro games. No silly shenanigans. It's WarioWare Move It. It looks cool. My biggest question, will it have online play? Probably not, if it's a fucking trend, and I'm fucking sad about that, because I would get it.
There's no way this is going to have online play with fucking motion controls. There's absolutely zero shot.
But it's cool. We get a more traditional WarioWare game. It's coming out November 3rd, and there was a funny scene, because one of the things is you gotta, like, and I'm demonstrating on sick cam, making me look funny, but you, like, literally move it, and they showed to introduce the 4-player. They showed like, you know how in the Mario Party 8 minigame you had to shake it up for that one minigame? It was that, but you were shaking the bottles of soda, and it looked so funny because it was like blue, red, green, and yellow soda bottles just going like crazy.
Yeah. Looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So
Pikmin.
We also got a lot of Pikmin 4 news. I see that you were trying to transition into that.
Yeah, Pikmin 4. Plus Pikmin 1 and 2 digitally available today.
Yeah, available today, which is an absolutely crazy shadow drop. I know this isn't the first, set of GameCube titles they've shadow dropped.
Prime.
They also dropped Metroid Prime Remastered.
Yeah.
So, is this a playbook that they're doing for some of their remasters? Because that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like an HD like upscale master. Kind of.
It's not exactly like a remaster.
Yeah, it is. And fun fact, it is $25 per game, $50 bundle. So you can get both of those, and $50 is actually the same price as the Pikachu, Detective Pikachu and WarioWare games. So fun fact.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
Fun fact about that, but let's zoom on over to the toilets, shall we?
Oh my gosh.
Because we got Mario Kart 8, Booster Course Pass, Wave 5. We only got one course revealed, Slade, and it was Squeaky Clean Sprint.
That's right. And it seems to be a completely original course.
Yep, which is cool.
Great, fantastic. We love it. The bigger news for me are the 3 revealed playable characters.
Yes, who are they, Slade?
So we are getting PD Piranha, who debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash. So he's reunited with his good old buddy King Boo.
Yep, absolutely.
We are getting Wiggler, which I didn't even realize that Wiggler was a playable character from a previous Mario Kart game.
Mario Kart 7, which had one of the weirdest roster newcomer lists, because it was like Wiggler and the Queen Bee from Galaxy over Waluigi, by the way. Fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
The Waluigi hate continues by Nintendo.
And lastly, we're getting the ever-popular Kamek from the series as well.
Yes, Kamek. I will forever say it.
That's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, and fun fact. For those who don't know, Kamek was supposed to be a character in Mario Kart 64 back in the day.
That's right.
Yeah,
so very interesting stuff there.
Yeah, very, very interesting. A wild selection of characters, by the way.
No, for sure. And I think the craziest thing is a lot of people were speculating we would see either Diddy Kong or Funky Kong.
Yeah.
And neither of them appear to be here.
Yeah, not in this wave. So I guess wave 6 is the hope now for this.
Yep. I mean, was there like 2 character slots left?
Yeah, there's 2 character slots. We're getting 2 characters in the last wave since they gave us 3 in this wave, which I thought they were going to do 2 in wave 5 and then 3 in wave 6, but I guess this is where we are. That's all the info, which I'm kind of mad about again.
Yeah, because again, the only thing they have for a day is summer 2023.
Yeah,
so
which
within the next 2 months.
Yeah, basically. And I'm like, come on. I want the info now, Nintendo. I want it now. Speaking of info I kind of fucking want now, we got 2 weird things that had not a whole lot of info. We got a new Princess Peach game of some sort? Like an adventure game?
Like I said, not a whole lot of info on this title, but looks pretty interesting. It's not their first go at a Princess Peach game.
No, but it looks already 10 times better than Super Princess Peach.
No, absolutely agreed.
2024 is all we have known. More info later. And then Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, is getting a Switch version. And people are pissed that Luigi's Mansion 1 is still not on Switch, by the way.
Yeah, because you think out of all the Luigi's Mansions get to port, let's port what people debate is arguably the worst one, which is what they've done here. So, pretty unfortunate stuff, but I mean, I guess Luigi's Mansion, if nothing else, is still an active IP that they're supporting. So
yeah, because Luigi's Mansion...
the series should still be happy nevertheless.
Yeah, because Luigi's Mansion 3 sold like 12 million copies to the shock of like everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really good stuff right there.
But we have.
Speaking of trippy Mario stuff, let's
Oh
go ahead and
yeah.
go on to our next trippy Mario
Oh
title.
hell yeah! I
Super
love your
Mario Bros.
transition.
Wonder.
Yes. So in calls I've had with friends today, I kept calling it New Super Mario Brothers Wonder. But yeah, it's a new art style. It's looks more inspired. It's so good.
It's Super Mario Bros, but it's a complete acid trip.
Yes. As I saw someone comment, it was Mario actually doing mushrooms for once.
Yes, like the mushrooms actually do what they're supposed to do when he eats them.
Brand new 2D adventure. You can play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, a la Gold, aka the yellow toad from New Super Mario Brothers, Yoshi, which is pretty fucking crazy, and Daisy. You could play as Daisy in a mainline Mario game. How bananas is that, Slade?
That's pretty bananas, but I'm actually trying to find out where you said you could play as Yoshi, because I saw a scene where Mario was riding a Yoshi.
In the trailer, there was a segment where all 4 players were Yoshi. So bam.
Oh, well,
so
that's
bam.
Cool as hell, then.
Yeah, so bam. Yoshi's playable. There's 6 playable characters. There's obviously the Wonder, which is the whole like gimmick things, like as we saw, like as you'll probably see in the thumbnail, pipes go like fucking like they're the worm. Shoot out water, enemies get crazy, you turn into like a spike ball, you become tall Mario, like tall Mario. This game,
it's a complete acid trip.
Yeah, and they ended the direct with a new power-up. You become a fucking elephant.
Yeah, and right now we don't have any additional information on that, other than he walked into a Goomba.
Yeah.
And it just fucking dies with the flower.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, the rain. Oh, well then.
Yeah, this game looks fucking sick. Watch the trailer. And it's coming out real soon, Slade. It's coming out in a little less than 4 months from now, October 20th, 2023. So good.
So definitely look forward to that. But to the surprise of many, this was not their holiday title.
Well,
I guess it could count as one, but
yeah, but
their premier holiday title, to my absolute shock and amazement, is a remake of a game I hold very dear to my heart. For those that don't know me, this is probably my favorite video game of all time, and it is getting remade. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario RPG in 2023.
Yep, that's right. That's right. It's happening. When the direct was happening, we opened up. It was like, I think either halfway through or like 3/4 of the way through. I saw Super Mario RPG. My first thought, oh shit, we're getting it on NSO fucking finally for those Mario RPG fans.
Right?
But Slade, tell them what happened next. What happened next?
My initial thoughts were, once it started highlights, like, wait, why would they show a trailer for an individual NSO game like this?
Now, to be fair on that point, I think they literally did that for like the Earthbound games.
Yeah, but then that little spark of light, which I believe is a star, flew by Peach in the initial scene, and then it completely changed. I was like, oh my god, it's an HD remake. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I just lost my shit.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we were in a call together for this, because that's one of the few times I'm like, I would have loved to hear Slade lose his fucking marbles on this.
Yeah, so I've been clamoring for new Super Mario RPG content, I want to say, for over 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
While it's great that we got the Paper Mario games and the Mario and Luigi games and all that, I kind of felt like, due to Nintendo's and Square's rocky relationship, this game just wasn't getting the acknowledgement it deserved.
Yeah.
And outside of a port on, like, NSO for previous consoles or anything now and then, people didn't really talk about this game outside of like Smash speculation for Gino.
Yeah, because like even in the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga 3DS remake, Gino got Das Boot.
Yeah, he got cut from his cameo from the remake, which absolutely made no sense, like, whatsoever.
Yeah, but here we are.
That, we have this game, and my God, does it look gorgeous?
Yeah, I will say it looks really gorgeous. God, like
honestly, like if you think about like having like rose tinted like glasses or whatever, and thinking, man, this is how I remember this game in my mind and in my heart. That's just how good it looks.
It will be a bit weird to see like somewhat squished Mario and Peach, but obviously Mallow and your boy Gino Slade got the HD.
I mean, Mallow's my boy too.
Glow up.
Like everything about this game is just absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited.
Well, yeah, but you have your fucking profile picture on screen as Gino. So.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he is my boy.
Yeah,
they're both my boys.
But the levels look gorgeous. The menus I think look pretty good from what we've seen. It's gonna be a good time, and it's coming out November 17th. In that. What you would consider probably the prime holiday game spot, though you could argue, for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And again, I almost fucking called it new Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You could make an argument probably more so towards Wonder being the holiday game, since nothing against Mario RPG. It's a bit more niche than a brand new 2D Mario game for the first time in a decade.
Be niche after this holiday season.
Well, we'll see.
Everybody's gonna play.
Well, we will see. We will see. I hope this game does well. Apparently, the original composer is back on and in charge of the music.
That's right, and it wasn't specified during the Direct, but this is a collaboration product between Square Enix and Nintendo.
Yeah, which would make sense because Square owns the copyrights and the trademarks to every main Mario character that is not every character in that game that is not a Mario character.
Yeah, the original characters. But I mean, they're all Mario characters. But
you know what we mean, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I could rave about this game all day.
You could. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. And for both new I almost said it again. For Super Mario Brothers Wonder and Super Mario RPG on the Nintendo eShop, I believe you could use vouchers for both of these games, and they're both going to be $59.99. They're not going to be $69.99. So,
which is pretty insane considering fucking what happened with Zelda. It seems like maybe they were testing the waters.
Yeah.
Or they felt Zelda's development time just warranted like more money.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. And I guess now we have the answer, Slade, to why has Super Mario RPG not been on NSO? There's your answer. Because we're getting a full-ass remake.
Like, you have to start thinking about other games that haven't been announced or shown on, like, NSO either. Not just for the Super Nintendo, but for, like, other consoles that haven't seen their games remade.
N64.
On NSO. Yeah, like, maybe some N64 titles, some GameCube titles, and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I feel like the door is wide open now for a lot of games that haven't, appeared. Because I never, in my wildest dreams, thought we would get Super Mario RPG remade in HD. I just thought they were going to wait until, like, the last few months of the Switch and then slap on an NSO and then nobody would talk about it.
Yeah. Like, and yeah, so, God.
I mean, they're putting this game in a position to be extremely successful, too.
Yeah.
Considering that the original had to compete with the release of the Nintendo 64 and Super Mario 64.
Yeah, this it's like, well, what are you competing with? Probably that Xbox Carbon Black model. Like,
yeah, that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think it's competing with Super Mario Bros. Wonder either. I think anybody who picks up one's probably going to get the other. I think it's a pretty high likelihood.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like I
man.
said, this is just absolutely crazy in a sec. It's nice to see Mario's first 3D adventure, return.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
This. So,
yeah, and I guess in March of 2024, when we get all the sales numbers stuff, we'll get to see how much this game sold. And yeah, but what'd you think of the Nintendo Direct as a whole, Slade?
I think it was a pretty fantastic direct. Obviously, I'm very extremely biased, but obviously it's my favorite direct so far. But if I'm removing my bias a little bit, I think it was a fairly solid direct. I think Mario fans were definitely
Oh
eating.
yeah, Mario fans are eating. Pikmin fans even are eating a little bit as well. Pokemon fans might be eating just a little bit as well.
Not really. It's just DLC and Detective Pikachu.
Well, yeah, that's why I said a little. That's why I said a little bit.
Just a little bit. And, we got some good third-party announcements. Like, we got more information on Sonic Superstars. And...
yeah, which, fun fact, we will probably talk about this on the normal episode. We have a Sonic Central on Friday, by the way.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to
God,
that.
But yeah.
Some interesting indie titles that we can cover, like Polya and the Myth Force one, which looked pretty interesting.
Or hell, even Dragon Quest Monsters coming to Switch. But I thought it was a good direct. I thought it was the best summer gaming event of this entire like month of like events, starting from like that kind of atrocious PlayStation showcase.
Yeah, and honestly, the crazy thing is, outside of the Mario games, I feel like the direct didn't even have a whole lot. But I feel like those by themselves kind of just carried.
Yeah, but even some of those smaller announcements were still kind of cool. Like for the Pikmin game, Pikmin 4 looked pretty good. It was just wild to see Detective Pikachu 2 be reborn.
Yeah, just the fact that it actually exists.
Mario Kart DLC is always nice to see, even though give us more tracks and a date, please. But
I guess the crazy thing is we didn't even get Zelda DLC news. They just showed off Amiibo and then like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I don't think we get DLC at this rate. That's my call right now.
I wouldn't go that far. I think there's plenty of time for the game to sit before they decide to do DLC. I mean, we still got like a September/October
direct,
cycle for next year. And stuff like that.
Yeah. Which that's going to be an interesting one because we're going to have Mario Kart Wave 6 there. I guarantee you that. Except it's probably going to be the same thing as this. But yeah, overall, very good day for Mario fans, especially. It was overall good direct. Probably the best summer gaming event so far this year. Nintendo always outperforming the competition. but yeah, good.
Not
good.
Always, but since the Switch, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a good Nintendo Direct, Slade, and yeah, you're probably happy as a pig in pig shit right now, aren't you?
Like I said, I'm just absolutely ecstatic. I got what I wanted.
God, I can't wait for your Twitch streams of Super Mario RPG Remake.
All right, but this has been Slade.
And this has been Byron. Hope you all have a good day, good night, and goodbye.